Thank you for joining us again this week. Good to see you. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to be catching some big slab crappie and Santee Cooper brim. You ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Oh,
crappie, okay, all right, quit one and let out a little line now. All right, swing him right here. All right, the first of many crappie caught by Captain Carl to date.
That's right.
All right, thank y'all for joining us. Hold that up right there, Captain. Not a giant, but we're gonna catch some big enough to eat him before it's all over with, buddy.
You can fillet him. I can fillet him.
All right, now we're throwing all these fish back, aren't we?
Yeah, in the grease.
Throw him in the cooler, Carl. Got him, buddy. Good job, Carl. Good job, Captain Carl. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Another crappie, okay. Now, the first one you caught was a white crappie. Now you got a black crappie. Oh, yeah. We don't discriminate, do we, Carl?
No.
We'll take the black crappie and the white,
all eat the same way.
All eat the same way. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Now, we're after the larger crappie. But, Carl, we're meat fishing today, aren't we?
Yeah, we got to get what we could get.
That's right. And actually, Carl, wouldn't you say that this is the best size eating crappie? The best eating size?
All day long.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Some of those big ones can kind of have a little...
Yeah, you got to fillet them, all that stuff. Once
Yeah.
you just gutting it, cut the head off.
Right.
Throw them in the grease.
Okay, you like eating them bone in.
Bone.
I do too. I think it gives them flavor.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a nice black crappie. I'll show you the difference. A white crappie, just like its name says, is a little. This is the white crappie. You can see how the black crappie on your right is a little more mottled in there. The spots, black spots, are more pronounced. And a white crappie, if you look at him close enough, is really kind of striped. You know. See the difference there? Oh yeah!
Man, this is a big baddie.
Yeah, him, Carl. Good job, buddy. Boy, they get bigger every time.
That for the pound.
That fish is at least a pound. I'm gonna say he's 1.25 pounds.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Captain.
Good.
Captain Carl Levine is my right-hand man at Black's Camp. Alan and myself are right-hand man. If it wasn't for Carl, I'd have to work real hard, and I wouldn't be able to be out here doing what I do. And Carl also cleans the fish at Black's Camp. And you've cleaned a couple in your time, haven't you, Carl?
Well, I clean a bunch. If I had a penny for everyone I clean, I don't have to work.
But he can catch them too. Not only can he fillet them, he can catch them. But you don't like to eat fish, though, do you?
I love fish. Except catfish.
All right. Except catfish.
I don't eat no catfish.
What's wrong with a catfish?
Catfish, man, just eat my stall.
Okay, good deal.
I think I got the big one.
I got to get the net on this, Carl.
I got the big one. I think I got the big horse, boy. I know
We
it's 2
got him,
pounds.
babe. Give me some,
I
Carl.
know this 2 pounds. that is a 2 pound.
Hey, he hit on that white jig we just tied on. Tipped with a minnow.
Hey, that is a 2 pound in there.
Think he weighs 2?
Oh yeah, if he ain't far from it.
Well, listen, as many fish as you've cleaned in your life, you ought to know what he weighs.
Yeah.
You know it?
Yep.
Look at that. Put your thumb in there, Carl, grab that fish, and I'll beat the lines back up. Hold your trophy there, my brother. Carl, we ought to take that to Steve at 301 Taxidermy and get it mounted.
My first big crappie. First. And I'm not a fisherman.
And you're not a fisherman?
Not a fisherman.
Oh, Carl, look right here. Look beside you. Here, I got it. Oh, my gosh. Good Lord have mercy.
Another big
battery. You got it.
Another big one. Another big one.
Oh my gosh! That's bigger than the other one, dude. Gee, my nutty, look at that slab, Carlton Levine. Put your thumb in his mouth, Carl. That thing's big enough to break the line there. Golly, that's a nice fish, Carl.
I want to roll. Two in the straight, two straight.
Carl, that fish, let's weigh that fish. That is a, look what he did to the hook. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good gracious. Let's weigh that fish. I got my little Samson scale right here. A little accurate scale. Here it is. Let's see what we got here. What a crappie in this world. If there ever was a fish, that's a fish. Let's see. Golly, Carl.
2.5 ounce.
Bigger than a half. 2.5, 2.5, between 2 and 2.75 pounds crappie. Wow. Good job, Carl. Smile.
Smile, Bubba. On the roll.
A 2.5 and a 2.75 pound crappie within what? 2 minutes each other? Wow. Wow.
I should send that to Frank.
Anytime you're crappie fishing, you want to use a real spongy, a real soft rod. So when that crappie, for the most part, a crappie isn't a real hard biting fish, they're a soft biting fish. So you want a real spongy rod in order that crappie, when he grabs it, he can just ease it right on down before he feels a lot of resistance, okay? In fact, B&M Pole Company makes a lot of really good crappie rods. Long, keen poles and rods that the whole thing is flexible, the whole thing is spongy, where he can just take it on down without a lot of resistance. Carl.
Crappie.
Golly, we just
that was luck.
Carl, you're quite a crappie fisherman now. You were putting it down?
Yeah.
We're not even on the brush pile yet.
No. I ain't put my 9.
I mean a nice crappie too. Golly. Now, of course, not quite the trophy you caught earlier, but still a nice crappie.
Yeah, he's
too small. Let's throw him back.
No.
Just kidding, Carl. All right. Carl! Carl, let me get the net. Oh, let me grab this net, cameraman. Wow, another slab. What in the deuce? Here, hold this. Get this crappie right here. What in the world are you doing to me, man?
I don't know.
Carl, what do you just have to have the touch or what?
Must be I got the touch.
Everyone's right in the top of the lip, too.
Yeah.
You need the hook out pliers or you got it?
I don't know. I might need it. I've been in the hook.
You been in the hook?
Yeah.
Here, let me get these pliers.
He's in there, too.
Wow.
This is my lucky day, Baba, on Santee Lake.
Yes, sir. All right, hold him tight. You ready?
I got him.
All right, got it.
I think it's been down a couple seconds, but it's going right on down.
Really?
Yeah. I want a good side of the brush pile.
You must be. Look at this up here. What in the world? Get him, Carl. Stick him, Carl. Cross this. Oh, man, I messed you up. We should have waited. He was hitting it though, wasn't he? Look at this, look at this, look at this. Over here, Carl. Over here. Here, what's got the, here you go. Oh my goodness. See something's wrong with that rod. It's got a bend in it.
Now something on the rod.
It won't reel in right, Carl. Whoa! What happened? What happened, Carl?
Come loose.
Man.
That was a good one too.
Was it? Well, well, well.
I think we could hit the jackpot on this.
You know, I haven't. This. Oh, look at this. Oh, come here, boy. Golly, I missed another one, Carl. I should let you set every hook because I miss them. When I set the hook, I miss them. When you set the hook, you catch them.
Hey, Lord. On the roll.
Get him. Got him?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's what, 4 in what? 4 minutes?
Yeah.
3 minutes?
That's a big one too.
Oh my gosh. Look at there. Bring him on in there, buddy. Put him in the cooler, Carl. Put him in the cooler. Here you go. Put him in the cooler. All right, there's our brush pile. There's the bottom of the lake. There's our brush pile. Look at the fish above it. Look at the fish above it. That's what we want. Oh, golly. Oh, mine's way bigger than yours, Carl. Way bigger than yours, Carl.
But now.
Oh, well, maybe not.
That's a brim.
Maybe not, Carl. Man. But, Carl, you've got to be good to catch him on the outside of the mouth.
Yeah,
I caught him in the chin.
good.
Caught him by the hair on his chinny chin. All right, we're going to eat him too, aren't we, Carl?
Yep, everything that cool we can eat.
Okay. Well, we're starting to get a good enough mess to
I'll tell you one day, it's
stick up
getting
the
fun
frying
now.
pan. Look at there. I'm going to put some ice on them, keep them nice and fresh. Woo!
I ain't for
Swinging
know
this way.
I ain't for know the thing was on it.
We were reeling the doggone. We were reeling them up to make a move.
And I ain't know the fish was on the line.
Carl catches a brim. Man, Carl, you're just too good of a fisherman, buddy. All right.
That's just luck, that's all.
Just luck.
Beginning
Come on
luck.
now, I don't know about
Beginning
that.
luck.
I'd say there's some skill involved there somewhere down the line. Huh?
Probably is. But I can't tell you my secret.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I had one too, but of course I missed it. More brim. You can always tell it's a brim. See how he pulled the skirt down on that jig? What we're doing today for these crappie is we're just using a 1/16 ounce jig, lead jig head, and we're using a plastic jig body, and then we're tipping it with a minnow. And the way we do that, let me grab a minnow, I'll be right back. And the way we do that, we just take our jig and we just tip the jig with a minnow by putting the hook right behind the lips. And boy, those big slab crappie, they just cannot stand that. And in the water, it looks really, really cool to a crappie. You got the color, you got the live bait, and those little legs on that jig, those little tails, boy, they really, really pulsate in the water. Any little slight movement gives that thing some great action. Of course, when that crappie comes swimming up to it, that minnow gets scared and he makes it really dance, you know. So that's a deadly combination right there for those big Santee grouper slabs.
Yeah.
Watch your other ones, Carl.
All right. That's a crappie.
That's what's tapping our minnows around,
Yeah.
you know it? Brim.
That's a crappie. That's a brim.
Brim, yeah. Old bluegill brim. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We'll take a box full of those too, won't we, Carl?
Yeah.
Huh?
All eat the same way.
They all eat the same way?
Same way,
You
Bubba.
got that right. All right, we're getting a little nib here. I'm gonna go ahead and set the hook. Ah.
You miss them.
Yep, missed him. A swing and a miss.
That was a crappie?
I don't think the crappie, they normally get it, you know? You're talking about something with a mouth that big, they'll normally just take that rod and just pull it right on down, but a brim, he'll sit there and peck at it. Pet, 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 pet. And those brim are professional thieves. Catch them, you almost got to be holding the rod, because if they ever pet, pet a few times, they've got your bait. Golly, let out a little line, Carl. Yeah, I can pull some off. That's good. Another nice Santee Cooper slab. Another nice slab. Here, I baited up, you throw him in the cooler. Man, we're gonna eat good tonight, Carl. Don't be coming over here on this right side now.
I just let you catch some, man.
You gonna let me catch one?
Yeah, my hand tied.
Well, that's nice of you, Carl. I was getting a bite. Look at that. You came over here.
Ain't none of mine going down none. I don't know why.
Oh, you're gonna give me your side too?
You can trade sides if you want.
No, I don't want to trade sides. You're doing too good over there. Look at that. All these things are getting a bite. It's another white crappie. Okay, second white crappie. You don't catch a lot of white crappie in this lower lake, but then when you go in the upper lake, you'll catch more white crappie than black. That just shows you, you know, white crappie and black crappie spawn in different types of habitat, and that just goes to show you how different the two lakes are. For the lower lake, that's a nice white crappie. Put him in the box, big girl.
Got to touch, Bubba.
Captain Carl.
What's going on,
buddy? You sure outfished me, buddy.
Oh yeah, I've been looking for this for a long, long time.
Carl gets to clean everybody's fish. Carl gets to watch everybody go fishing, but it's not often he gets to go fishing.
That's right, and the day was a perfect day.
You have fun?
Boy, I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, I did too. I tell you what, Captain Carl's worked for us for what, 14, 15 years
going
now?
On 16, 15
and,
now.
I tell you what, he's a good man. I love him like a brother, and I sure enjoyed fishing with you.
I enjoy fishing with you too.
Y'all join us next week for another episode of the Santee Cooper Sportsman TV. See you then. Carl,
See
let's
you
go
next
fillet
week.
these fish.
Okay.
All right.